Okay, so this video is going to be going over how to host Nodejs on a completely fresh Digital Ocean Node.js VPS. So the first thing you're going to want to do is allow the port you're going to host from, so in this case port 42480. As you can see here, I've already done it, but if you haven't, all you have to do is type sudo ufw allow 42480 or whatever port you plan on hosting from. If you plan on hosting multiple servers, you're going to want to allow multiple ports, so like 42481, etc. So once you've added that, you are going to want to execute the lines of code I have in the description. Or as you can see, I have them right here. So you're going to want to copy and paste these one at a time. And what this will do is it will update Nodejs. Well, it'll update Node to the most recent version, because the version that DigitalOcean uses by default is out of date. So you just want to do this before you do anything else. Press yes to that. Now this may take a while, but that's perfectly okay. Like, as I said, it might hang on 92 for a while, but that's perfectly acceptable. Just get your Node.js version ready so you can see if it worked. So yeah, just wait for this to complete. Okay, so that is now completed. So to tell if it worked, I'm going to type nodejs, and if the version is higher than 8, so in this case the most recent version is 10.16.3, it might change the time you're doing this, but that's perfectly okay. As long as it's higher than 8.10, which the VPS comes with standard, at least at this point in time, you are perfectly good. So now that you've done this, you're going to want to install a program called WINSCP on your computer. There'll be a link to that in the description too if you don't already have it. You want to install this on your host computer. Now the way you use this is you're going to want to put the host name as the IP of your VPS. Yeah, so you just want to get the IP of your VPS. So you want to copy this, and you want to put your username in. It'll always be root, at least from personal experience. You want to type in your passwords. And you want to authenticate. Now once you're in, the one thing you're going to want to do is drag the Nodejs template into here. So wherever you have your Nodejs template, you're going to want to put it in here. Now on your VPS, you're going to want to type cd nodejs. Now this will navigate you to the Nodejs folder. Once you're in the Nodejs folder, you're going to want to type npm I node-hill at latest. Now what this will do is install the latest version of Nodejs. Once the latest version of Nodejs is installed, you are very close to actually hosting your server. The next thing you are going to want to do is put a map into the maps folder that you can use to host. So in this instance, I'm going to put my skyscraper in here for a demonstration. Once my skyscraper is in here, you're going to want to edit Server.js by right-clicking Server.js and pressing edit. Once you've done this, you're going to want to change the map to the file you want, and the port to the port number you want, and the game ID to the game ID you want. Now keep in mind, the game ID must be a game ID that your account actually owns, or it won't work. Now once you've done this, you are going to want to do the most bangler thing of this entire process. So to do that, okay, sorry about all these cuts, guys. So once you've done that, you're going to want to type sudo apt-get install lynx. This will be in the description. Now, as I said, this will be the most bangler piece of the process, so yes, you want to press Y to that. And the reason you have to do this is because, as it stands, the only way you can host on a VPS is if you log into your account from that VPS. And lynx is just the easiest way to do this. Now type lynx www.brick-hill. And for all of these cookies that come up, you just want to press yes. So I'm going to cut the video out, and basically I'm not actually going to log in, but I'll show you how to log in. Okay, so once you're on the website, you want to navigate using the up and down arrow keys until you get to login. Once you get to login, you want to put your username in this first box and your password in the second box, and hit this button down here to log in. Once you've logged in, you can press Ctrl+C to escape links, and then you can do cd nodejs. Once you're in the nodejs folder, you can install PM2 if you wish to host multiple servers at once. Now, the way I go about hosting multiple servers is one of the worst ways you can, but it's by duplicating this and changing the file name to nodejs2. Now, once I've done this, what I typically do is I replace the map in maps, edit the port in Server.js. Now, obviously, you would have accepted a port like 4248T1 if you're going to host two servers earlier using sudo ufw allow 4248T1. And you want to change the map name, obviously, and ID. And then you would just do a command which I will put in the description to host the servers. Now, I'm not actually going to host the servers in this video demonstration, but I will tell you how to install everything to basically get you ready for doing it. So to install PM2, all you have to do is simply type npm install PM2. It's that easy. Now, the reason we had to update Node earlier is because if we didn't update Node, we wouldn't be able to install PM2 right now, which is why it's so important to do so. Now, once you've installed PM2, if you wanted to host multiple servers, you would use the command I have in the description to start server 1, and you'd press cd and you'd go to nodejs-2, and you'd run the same command but change the name to something like server 2. So that's about it. I hope you've enjoyed this video, hope it helped you a bit. I'm sorry about all these cuts, I just kind of messed up a bunch, but hopefully you got the general gist of it. It's not the best of tutorials, but it should have given you a good idea on how to do it.